Hey guys, welcome back. Scott here with a new beer dissection video. I have some people that follow every video, some watch sporadic videos, some of you are brand new. What I've done from time to time, I've picked up compilation packs from Sam Adams, Saranac, a bunch of other breweries I can't think of off the top of my head. It's under my beer dissection. And recently, I'm only a few days after the Super Bowl, I picked up the Sam Adams Primetime pack. I think last year they called it something else. Around the holidays, they called it Beer for Cheers. And it's usually 3 to 4. This one I think was 4 beers, 3 of each. So it comes obviously out to a 12 pack. And sometimes they reconfigure a little bit. This one has like a lager, an IPA, a blonde ale, things like that. I probably already have it popping over my face and my shoulder. So I probably won't go into too much. But at the filming of this is the first beer I'm going to be doing of the pack. I'll probably be doing 3 of the 4 because I think one of them I did already. There was it was like a Belgian wit beer or something like that. I'm probably the white ale. That's right, the white ale, which they do come out with that one in holiday time. But what I have today, the first one I'm doing from the pack is called Sam Adams Red Zone Lager. Okay, I'm sure again I've had the picture over my shoulder if it's not currently on my shoulder when I edit this. It's coming in at 6.2% alcohol, 25 IBUs, and that's pretty much the only identifying information on the bottle. So obviously I would like to think if it's being called lager, it's been brewed, bottom fermented, cold temperatures, lager yeast. Saccharomyces pasteurianus is the actual yeast that they use. Usually gives a little more crisper flavor and things like that, but I won't go into some of the differences. I go down a crazy wormhole if I started explaining all the specifics on that. But this was one of that pack from Primetime Beers. I'm assuming they're doing because of the playoff time in NFL football. And that's it. So again, this one's 6.2%. It's actually, I think, has one of the higher amounts of alcohol in the pack. A lot of them are sitting around 4 to 5%. So let's crack this bad boy open and take a look at it. Okay, just make sure. The tendency when I sit here to spill a little bit, so I'm going to try to be a little neater. All right, so let's pour this bad boy out and take a look at it. Okay, I won't pour it all out, but kind of got a nice, only about a half inch. I didn't pour it that aggressively. Kind of an off-white, almost on the verge of a light, tan head. Not well pronounced. When I take the picture with the bottle next to it, I'll try to pour a little more aggressively, but it's really not holding the head very well. But it's a very nice, dark, kind of amber, light copper color, crystal clear. Getting some nice nucleation points at the bottom of this glass, which is nice, my little Tiku glass. These break very easily, so this is probably like my 3rd generation of them. But very pretty looking beer. Okay, kind of a copper, dark amber, clear. And again, the only thing I'm disappointed in, the head doesn't look very sustaining. Actually, whatever head I did have on there, we're losing a lot of it. So let's take a sniff of the aroma. Okay. Okay, so you kind of get that bread crust, light caramel, toffee notes, slightly herbal. Again, I don't know what hops they're using. It almost has the aromatics of kind of German noble type of hops, but I couldn't tell you for certain. But that toffee, a little Maillard reaction, almost like if you were having a watered down Doppelbock. You kind of have light caramel, toffee, bread crust, even like challah bread crust, toasted a little bit. Pretty nice though. Even on that last little drive-by here, was almost like kind of like a butterscotch. Slightly herbal, like I said. Pretty nice. But anyway, guys, cheers. Let's take a look at it, or the flavor at least. Well, light toffee, caramel, nutty, little nutty, like almost like hazelnut, roasted hazelnut. On the aftertaste, again, I'm getting left with that little toffee, again, light caramel, baked bread, brioche, challah bread. I said pretty high carbonated. Bitterness is just kind of moderate. No alcoholic warmth. Slightly herbal still on the hops. Pretty nice. You kind of get that. You know, I'm sure they're using, you know, a decent amount of crystal malt, brown malt. I'm not going to guess the entire grist because I'm not going to be 100% accurate. But it gives it that deep red, challah bread crust, you know, toffee, baked nut kind of flavor. Really nice though. But you can tell there's not much yeast character here. Not getting too many esters or phenols from yeast-derived flavors. So kind of tells me that this is more of a lager. Pretty nice, kind of that crushable, easy drinking. The body on it, like I said, when I say easy drinking, it's kind of like a low to medium bodied. Kind of nice as it's sitting here. I don't feel any warmth, which is nice. But you kind of get that like medley of, sometimes I use medley, that nutty bread crust flavor on there. But really one of the nice ones from Sam Adams. I have never had this beer before. Has a little bit more malt complexity than their Boston Lager, things like that. But you know, I can't compare all the beers on my video here. This will be a 2-hour video. But anyway, pretty nice, guys. Just to give you a little background on the beer, if you were going to buy this yourself, so I think I saw it. I could have purchased it in a 6-pack, I believe. Listen, you know, today's beer dissection, Sam Adams Red Zone Lager from the beer, I think it's the Primetime beers, which is their like football ones. You know, overall drinkability, enjoyability, I got to give it a good A-. I'm actually enjoying this. This is like a beer that would be really highly crushable. I could have more than one without feeling like you're going to pass out. But is more malt forward, okay, with the toffee, the nuts, the baked bread, brioche, things like that. So you're not looking at a hop bomb here with some of the IPAs, and there is an IPA in this pack. You know, overall, you know, beer-wise, you know, compared to all beers, I mean, I got to bring it down lower than an A-, but I got to really say I'm kind of happy with this one. Low bitterness. Again, I'm trying to, you know, I could sit here for 2 hours coming up and comparing it to beers, but the ones I can think of, you know, has a little bit more malt depth than, say, like the Boston Lager. Okay? So anyway, guys, today's beer dissection, Red Zone Lager, Sam Adams from Primetime Beer, 12-pack compilation. I would recommend it. I'm really going to give it an A-, which is pretty high for me on these compilation. And since Sam Adams is still, I think, technically craft, but you know, we kind of assimilate them as being big beer because they're just so large. Okay, guys, to the next beer dissection video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.